Hello guys, Chris here and welcome back to another video. This one, my friends, I'm going to be testing the GeForce RTX 3060 Ti in Crysis 3 Remastered. This one is the Founders Edition model of the card. We're running it using the latest Nvidia drivers 496.13, and I'm not overclocking it. As you can see here, this is just stock speeds from the Founders Edition. We're also running it using a Ryzen 9 5900X and 32GB of RAM to back it up, and so we don't have any CPU or RAM bottlenecks. And let's get right into the game, shall we? Alright, so let's go over the settings first. I'm playing at 1080p resolution. We're also going to test this one at 1440p and 4K. And right now we're utilizing the very high settings. As you can see here, everything is pretty much maxed out. Anti-aliasing at SMAA 2TX. This is not really a very demanding implementation of anti-aliasing, by the way. And right here, everything's set to very high. I disabled motion blur and DLSS, which was set to quality by default. We're going to test that out a little bit later, of course. Let's do this. So far, it's actually looking pretty similar. I noticed that the textures in the previous version, or vanilla version of the game, I guess we'll call it, weren't really that impressive, especially from the objects that you picked up from the ground. I played it for a little bit a couple of weeks ago, just to remind myself of how the graphics were, and yeah, I wasn't really too impressed about that. The game was also stuttering a little bit when I last tried it, the normal version again from 2013. This one seems to be performing quite well, as you can see, and the textures, they might have been improved actually in a lot of the surfaces here. I was really wishing for an FOV slider in this one. Maybe it's there in the options menu. Let's just find out. Yes, never mind, guys. They actually include an FOV slider. Okay, that's amazing. Yes. Come on, open it up. I will go now. Thank you so much. Okay, V. That's nice. And let's pick this up. Oh my god, it looks so much better with the FOV set to 80 instead of the normal FOV settings, which was like 55, I think. And this... I mean, does it look different? Maybe a little bit, but I was expecting better or higher resolution textures, to be honest, guys. In most of these things, at least, that you pick up. But, well, okay. The game still looks good. It's running way better, though. Because, again, it was stuttering quite a bit last time that I tried. Oh, that explosion looked really good, actually. Okay. And, of course, now we do have DLSS support. Let's make our way through this. Oh, wow. Look at those explosions. I mean, the fire is at, like, 10 or 15 FPS. I can definitely tell that. But, the explosions, the quality there, I think they improved it. Yeah, look at that. The fireballs look great in this one. Alright, let's keep on moving here. Okay, yeah, it's so much better in terms of smoothness. It's insane. I expected higher FPS, to be honest, coming from a 3060 Ti, but this is pretty damn smooth still. Not a high refresh rate experience, though. 78 FPS average, 61% lows. Doesn't really drop from 60, I think, at least not in this area. Let's enable DLSS and see if the picture looks better. And how many more FPS we get. Oh, Jesus Christ, 90, 103! We went from 67 to like around 100 FPS in this scene right here. And it's looking pretty much the same. Like, I can't really tell a difference, to be honest. Oh my goodness. That's completely crazy, man. And it's set to quality. It's not like the performance mode or ultra performance mode. Holy crap, what a difference. I think it will make a huge difference when playing at 1440p and 4K. Fire effects aren't intensive, as you can see. Probably because they're at 15 FPS. Yeah. There we go. Oh my gosh, it's so smooth now. I love those fireballs, though. Looks really nice, guys. I can see some texture. Oh yes. Look at that. Beautiful explosions at the distance there. Awesome stuff. And the FPS are super high still. Man, DLSS. DLSS is so great. I just love it. There we go. This weapon is much better. Alright. There's like an explosion of blood once you headshot the guys, you know. There are a lot of them in this area. Let's be careful. There's also a chopper coming. Yep. Oh boy. Oh boy. Armor up. Let's go. Let's go. Low energy again. Jesus. No, 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 no. Don't really want that. Okay. Alright. I gotta hack that thing. Let's go. Have to hack. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Open. Open up. Can't see a thing with that fireball. It looks great. The lighting looks awesome as well. Look at that. Look at the reflections in the gun. I mean, it's looking great and it's performing incredibly well, of course. As to be expected with the 3060 Ti and DLSS at 1080p, you know? And look at that. Look at that scope. That's so interesting. Oh my gosh. I always wondered why games didn't really reflect the things properly in the scopes when you're zoomed out. For some reason, I always paid attention to that. Ever since I started seeing some reflections in Counter-Strike Source. In the scopes of the weapons. Those were nothing like this, of course, but yeah, there were some reflections there. There we go, there we go. That was a bad stutter there, I noticed it. Oh yeah, bro. I'm also noticing that the environments here are way darker. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Look at that, it even shows the character model moving there through the scope. It's super interesting, guys. Even though my weapon is put away like that, it's still showing that thing. It was showing that thing. Oh my gosh. Such goodness. Alright. Oh, yes. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Looking gorgeous right now, guys. Look at the leaves here. Even with DLSS, they look great at 1080p. Ah, it's so gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. I love this. Okay, so let's go ahead and disable DLSS now and do 1440p. I wanted to see it in this scene right here at my native resolution. I'm just gonna resize Rivatuner there. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, it's super intensive. Look at that. 40s with the 3060 Ti, which is basically like a 2080 Super, by the way. Oh boy. Super intensive, but it's also really gorgeous, guys. Like, you can't say that this game doesn't look good. And even the vanilla version did look amazing. Some of the textures, however, are still pretty 2013, but I mean, I am really happy with this remastered version. Oh yeah, right. Let's explode these things. Beautiful. Okay, there are more. Okay. Right. Oh. Wait a second. Let's just explode these two. Good stuff. I am glad you're okay, buddy. And now I think I will die on purpose. This wasn't here. What the heck? I think this wasn't here. Now, would I play like this? Probably not, guys, because yeah, it's below 60, and I think with the 3060 Ti you should expect and want a 60 FPS experience all of the time, or 60 plus. But you can't deny it doesn't look good, and maybe the DLSS is actually going to be a savior here. Let's see these explosions. This is a very demanding scene right now, and very beautiful as well. Oh my gosh. Alright. Yeah, it's getting 40 still. It's not really dropping into the 30s, I think, which is good. But it might later on into the game. Again, this is really intensive, though. Low energy. No! I want to hide myself for a little bit. I was blown away the first time that I've seen this mission here. I think it was with the GTX 750 Ti, which could actually run Crysis 3, the normal Crysis 3, fairly well, even at 1080p. Okay, so we're dead now. 44 FPS average, 37% lows there at native 1080p. 44 frames per second here, looking in that direction. Let's enable some DLSS on quality first. I think that should be enough. Oh my gosh, yes, it is enough for us to get 60s. Look at that. We gained 20 FPS in this scene here. Start counting our frames. It still drops though, but it's so much smoother. And I mean, the graphics are still great as well. Oh boy, I don't want to die now. Okay, I'm fine. We're looking at the grass. Jesus Christ, stop it. I just want to take a look at the graphics and stuff. Destroy your things. Good stuff. Good stuff. Jesus, I am low HP. I can't do this for much longer. No, 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 no. All right. Fine. Oh my god. No. I want this. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get out of here now. Let's try to walk through this. All right. You know what? Although this is clearly not a 60 plus FPS experience here with the 3060 Ti, and I would love to have seen that, it's still pretty good since this is a single player title and it's Crysis. I don't think anybody will mind 60s with a few drops into the 50s in very intensive areas. I mean, here we are actually getting 60s or 70s sometimes. It touches 70. That's really good. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I remember this now. Oh, my God, stop. Let's take it out. Take those things out. Good stuff. Let's go. Oh, boy. All right. That's the last one. Perfect. Look at that beautiful explosion, guys. Yes, it is, boy. And look at those God rays there. Oh, it is so awesome. I'm loving this, guys. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, you know what? Let's try out some lower DLSS settings now. Okay, so let's try balanced at 1440p. I'm trying to aim for that. Shut up, stop swearing now. Let's try to aim for that 60 plus FPS experience. The weapon model is still looking really good. Look at that. Oh, no, I want that. Wait a second. Let me just zoom in. Textures could be better again. But I am not really complaining. You know, this looks amazing. This looks like a 2021 title, aside from some of the textures from the things that you pick up from the ground. And now we're getting 70s. And it's still looking really good using these DLSS settings. Like, I can barely tell the difference. To be honest, I'm not even sure if I can tell the difference at all, guys. There we go, more explosions. Not dropping from 60, by the way. Let's see these again. Alright, I'll have to leave that behind, by the way. Alright, explosion really close to us now. Didn't really drop there. Good stuff. Another one. Oh, yes. I think this is a way to go with the 3060 Ti. 1440p, balanced DLSS, very high settings. Looks very sharp and detailed. Even with all of this grass, maybe YouTube compression is gonna mess it up somehow, but it looks sharp and detailed. Chopper. I'd like to have that other weapon now, to be honest. Let's see this explosion really close now. Nice. It's not dropping, guys. I don't think it will drop from 60 here. It might in very big explosions like the other ones that we saw previously. But it is really good. And also, guys, I am saying all of these things while playing on a 32-inch 1440p monitor. So pixel density isn't really the best. If you have a 27-inch and you play using DLSS on balanced, I mean, it's gonna look even sharper. Watch the door. I'm coming through, boys. I am coming through. Yeah, guys, I really think this is the way to go. If you have a 3060 Ti, these settings, very high, balanced DLSS, it just provides a really good and smooth and consistent experience. I'm gonna go ahead and play at 4K for a little bit. I think this is not really a very good 4K card, but that doesn't mean that we can't play it. Let's try out native resolution first. And I am actually gonna disable the anti-aliasing. Like, if it gives us an extra frame, I think it will be good. Oh boy. Oh my god. It's really, really intensive, as you can see. Oh boy, it's so damn sharp. Like, the detail is insane, especially on the weapon model. They must have done some work there. I can see the texture in the scope there. Like, oh my goodness, it's insane. Love it, guys. It's not good in terms of FPS, of course, but if you want to take some screenshots, it should actually be possible, and it is a very good looking game still. So quality DLSS fixes the playability issue. We are now above 30 FPS, well above 30 FPS. Basically, turning on DLSS here at 4K, on quality at least, looks like I applied some anti-aliasing, to be honest, while making the FPS go up by a lot. So very, very good trade-off indeed. See some explosions. Beautiful. What the hell? Is there like an alien here? I think there is. Fire effects, by the way, are more intensive at 4K, it seems like. What the... Okay. Oh, maybe I should use the energy gun. Where's the energy gun? Okay, I wish there was a better way to change weapons. I'm not dead yet. Just use the armor mode. Alright, one down. I think there are more of them, though. It's really dark in here. Getting 30s. 30s is not really that great, you know. I think I would stick to the 1440p resolution for sure. I can hear them. Oh my gosh, what is this? Oh. I'm dead? No, I'm not dead yet. I'm always thinking that I'm dead. God! You bastard, alright. You know what? Playing this game, or at least the normal version, at 4K back in 2013 was really, really difficult. The water effects when you walk, guys. Some newer titles don't have it. This game from 2013 has it. I think it has it in the other version as well, the older one. Alright, here you go. Alright, we got some more enemies in this area. Come on. Let's do this. Explode that. Beautiful. This is more intensive in this area for sure. We're getting down into the lower 30s. Still playable, especially if you use a controller. But, I mean, it's a 3060 Ti. You might want a better experience in terms of smoothness. So I'm going to stop it right there. 37 FPS average, 31% lows. Let's do balanced here on the DLSS setting. And it gives us like 10 more FPS, putting us in the 40s. Wow. That's amazing. At this point, I think we can actually do 60 frames, maybe, at ultra performance mode, but that won't really look much better than 1440p, I think, if at all. What is that? What? Will that actually fall? Yeah, okay, interesting, interesting. So you need to get up there. These guys are just clueless. Kind of like me at times. Yeah, I got a guy really close to me. I didn't even notice him. Yeah, I could use a smaller scope, to be honest. Let's try to change this. Oh, I'm dead. Oh my gosh. Let's be a little bit more careful now. Jesus Christ. I can't imagine playing this on the maximum difficulty, to be honest. I just die and die and die. Oh, grenade. Jesus, no. Alright, I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh boy, another grenade. Are you kidding me? They don't miss a throw. Always love to see those fireballs. Are you not dead? The heck? What the? Just die, dude. Come on. Switch weapons. Ooh, what is this? Shotgun? Anyway, let's stop it there. 42 frames per second on average, and it doesn't drop from 30 anymore. That's pretty good, right? Alright guys, so I actually had to restart the game because it wasn't applying the performance DLSS properly for some reason. But now it is applied. Performance, still at 4K resolution. Let me just show you that. 3840 by 2160, still using the same very high settings as you saw previously in the DLSS menu. And yeah, let's start counting our frames. It seems like we are getting around 10 more FPS now. And the higher you go in resolution, the less impact DLSS will do visually. So you can actually play this game if you have a 4K monitor and it will look really good using performance DLSS. It's not like at 1440p where you're gonna notice a massive difference. This will still look very sharp on a 4K monitor. Right. That's the turret there. No. I think I'm gonna die, guys. Jesus Christ, this is so chaotic. By the way, Crytek, when Crysis 4? Huh? I wonder what something like an RTX 3090 would do in this game. That would be insane. We'd probably be able to play at 8K. Speaking of, I should probably test 8K as well. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. It's gonna be for science, of course. Nobody should play at 8K with a 3060 Ti, but Should be fun to test out as well. Let's go ahead and lower it down to ultra performance now at 4K. And it applied properly. We're now getting 70s. It's not really as intensive as the previous area, of course, but wow, 60s and 70s. That's really interesting. Oh, there's a machine gun. Nice. I want that. We're back out here, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, it's probably the aliens, bro. At this point, I really think the 1440p resolution is the way to go again. It looked better than this, and it performed way better as well. So just go and do that. Ultra performance is definitely a little bit too low, and you can actually tell a lot of aliasing and softness in the image. It doesn't look bad still. And again, for somebody that isn't really used to playing a lot of games and looking at this kind of stuff, it might be doable and enjoyable like this, but it's not for me, at least. If I wanted to play at 4K, I'd want a really sharp image, and this is just not it anymore. So yeah, maybe stick to balanced or performance mode here in DLSS at the 4K resolution. Alright guys, I'm using my TV now as a display, so I can use DSR and upscale that 4K image to 8K. And yeah, this is it, 7680 by 4320, which is essentially 4K monitors playing this game. You know, it's insane. Still on very high settings. It's probably not a good idea to play on very high, to be honest. But yeah, let's try it out without... Look at the size of the cursor. I sometimes even lose it. Look at that. Holy crap. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, it's sharp as heck from what I can tell. But... Jesus Christ, dude. 4 frames per second. Well, again, it's 4K monitors. At this point, the VRAM is just completely saturated. And it's not really playable, obviously. Still, if you want to align a screenshot, I guess you can still walk around and do that. I'd probably die doing so, but yeah. We're not going to play like this for much longer. Let's do ultra quality DLSS and see if it actually improves something here. It might have crashed, guys. It did crash. Okay, so we're not VRAM maxed out anymore. We're still at 8K, still at ultra performance. I can't really start counting my FPS for some reason anymore. I think it crashed because we used so much RAM as VRAM, and then we got it back to ultra performance DLSS mode, and it just couldn't really load things properly, so it just gave up. But yeah, now that we fully restarted the game to set that ultra performance mode, it is actually walkable. You know, you can walk through the game and do something. I've seen people playing this game at lower FPS and actually playing it through. Here we go, 8K low settings. You can instantly tell a difference here in the lighting, I think. And this is native 8K, by the way. It's not even using some DLSS, so it's super impressive that it's getting 20-something frames per second with SMAA 1X. Let's just disable that for now. Shouldn't really make a difference, though, but still. And let's set this to 1X as well, minimum. And as you saw, DLSS was disabled. And we are getting 20s. I'll take it. It's 8K after all. Super, super intensive. I can't even control my weapon, of course, but still. I think with the DLSS set to ultra quality, it could be playable. I'm gonna die. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die. Ultra performance. Did I say ultra quality there? I meant ultra performance. 40s. So the 3060 Ti can play the game at 8K, and now that the VRAM isn't maxed out, it's running way better here, more consistent, and yeah, you could possibly play like this. I mean, if you want to just flex on your friends, and if you have an 8K monitor and a 3060 Ti because you couldn't really find a 3090, this isn't too bad. It still looks great. And you can say that you are playing at 8K with playable FPS. Not really sure who does that, but anyway. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope it was enjoyable to watch. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know down in the comments if I should test Crysis 2 Remastered as well. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one. Love you all. Bye-bye.